Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to the Marlon Speaks Live show. I got one of my favorite YouTubers, Hassan Campbell, man. Uh, if y'all not familiar with Hassan Campbell, he been doing this thing on YouTube for quite some time now. Um, Very strong brother, man. Everything he done been through, transparent. He shared. I really identify with this young man. I believe we around the same age. Uh, really identify with him. We in the same age group. He very outspoken, very articulate. He speak with power and passion, and he's just somebody that I really identify with. Man, he going in on Nick Fuentes. If y'all not familiar with him, seemed to me like he got a lot of self-hate, which, anybody that speak on black people all the time and know nothing about black people, like this theme on my channel is, y'all know what I say, everybody's black. So this guy, he probably most likely, I ain't even gonna say probably, I know he know what I'm talking about. He know it's the most hateful people that know the facts about themselves. They know that they originally come from us. Like they know we are the original man. They know that. So it's like the ones that are the most hateful are the ones that know these facts, right? So I'm always reading between the lines, when people speak of hate, and also, if you want to blow up on YouTube, if you want to blow up in general and you're not melanated, just talk about black people. That's all you got to do. And if you black, down yourself, down your race. If you melanated, you down other melanated people, and you're gonna blow up. People love to hear black people talk bad about black people, and they love to hear white people talk bad about black people. Matter of fact, they love to hear anybody talk bad about black people. That's the key to success in this climate that we in. Just talk bad about black people, you're gonna blow up. So that's what I get from Nick Fuentes. That's what I got from Charlie Kirk. That's what I get from Trump. That's what I get from Trump. Wouldn't be in office if he wasn't hating on Obama. That's just a fact. So if you want to be successful, the key is hating on black people. That's the key. Or just at least speak on black shit, like so-called black shit. That's the key. So that's what, what seems to be driving the algorithm. No one loses their job behind it. Actually, a lot of people are being promoted behind it in this climate. So it seems to be the key to success. Talk bad about black people, you can blow up. All in the comments, people hate on black people all day. That seems to be the trend. It's always been the trend in this country. Talk bad about the people that everybody's so-called scared of. But if you're scared of black people, you're scared of yourself, because everybody come from Africa originally. So it's something in there in this today's climate where I think everybody pretty much know about DNA, know about where we are from, and everybody just hate that. It seems like that's what's going on. So yeah, let's get to this Hassan Campbell breakdown.
Y'all already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes and super violate that like button. It don't cost nothing for you to hit that like button. Shall we begin? Shall we begin?
Black people are really struggling, and they're turning into these maniacs. It seems like they don't do anything right. They're obnoxious, they're rude, they're inconsiderate, aggressive, cruel, and look, nobody hates black people for being black. If there are people like that, I think that's exceedingly rare, and I don't consider myself one of them. The reason that people have negative attitudes about black people is because most people's interactions with black people are negative. Most people's interactions with black people is when you're stuck in traffic and you see a Nissan Altima speeding down the shoulder. And you say,
I got to stop it right here, man. Obviously, that's just like me. I could say the same thing about white people. I don't have positive interaction with white people. For the most part, in Flint, I don't know, like, that's where I live at. Man, I see a bunch of weird, crazy, deranged white folks all day long. But I don't really deal with them in my personal life. So I can't just say that all white people are crazy because I'm only seeing them in passing. My coworkers, a lot of them crazy, deranged, like going out the world backwards. That's just my experience with the white people that I've encountered. But I know that they don't represent all white people. So for that, I just, man, but like I said, to get a reaction, all he got to do is say shit about black people. He going to get a reaction. That's the key. That's why I always say racist people, we control them. So we control Nick Fuentes. He's our puppet. We're his puppet master. Any random person is his puppet master. And that's sad to live your life being a puppet.
you're not supposed to do that. If everybody did that, it would just be another lane, and, you know, not everybody can do that. But it's like these people have no respect for decorum. They think the rules don't apply to them. They have no respect for society. Like, that's it. Their interaction is they are a waiter, and they wait on a black table, and the black people don't tip. And that's most people's interactions. It's stuff like that. They go to the DMV, and they see a black person behind the counter, and they say, oh, here we go. And the person's rude. Now, it just goes to show people are not racist. It goes to show people don't like people that are rude. That people don't, it's unpleasant. People want to be treated with consideration and respect. And it is true that black people are, in this day and age, unfortunately, seem to have very low moral character. It's not even just the violence, although the violence is pretty striking. If you live your life and you know that you're going to be mugged by black people, it kind of colors your opinion or perception of black people, wouldn't you say? If 99% of the carjackings and stabbings and shootings that you see in Chicago are by black people, when you're walking down the street late at night, guess what you're looking for? Black people. Doesn't take a lot of them to spoil the whole bunch like that. And we just want black people to take accountability. And I'm not a bad person. It just seems that every time I encounter you people, for the most part, it's negative.
Man.
And sometimes it...
Like, I don't know about y'all, but I can feel his hate through his words. Like, man, who he trying to convince? Who is he trying to convince that he's not hateful? Himself? Because he's sure not convincing no one else. You can feel that hate coming from through his words. Like, man, it's pure hate. And like I said in the previous video, Nick Fuentes, like, you got just by his last name, you know he not Anglo white or whatever. He got some white in him, apparently, like all of us do in America. Black people, we all, you can look at Hassan Campbell. He got a bunch of white in him. We all do, you know. So that's part of why we don't like this country, because the white that's in us, we know that it didn't come from a good place. It didn't come from out of love. So we got a lot of hate from the DNA that's in us, from the white rapist DNA that's in us. That might be where a lot of the lashing out come from, through that racist white ancestors that most of us have. I'm willing to bet that's where it comes from.
extremely negative, like I could get a gun in my face. You know, that's a problem. And people go, well, you are just loaded up with hatred and racism. It's like, I'm really not. I'm a really friendly person. I'm a really polite, friendly person. I give everybody a chance. But if I'm someplace and I see some black person walking in with their pants sagging and they can't articulate what their problem is or what they need, and they're rude and they're aggressive and I'm in fear for my life, like, yeah, I have a problem with all of that. And these black people go, well, you're racist. You're racist. It's like, no, I just hate inconsiderate behavior. It just bothers me in this damn ass city, because that's all it is in Chicago, is just these black people who can never take accountability.
Well, he live in Chicago. I mean, I'm gonna say this about Chicago. My son loves Chicago. He visits there, like he went on his honeymoon to Chicago. Chicago is a beautiful city. man, it is unfortunate that the gang culture there is so like I do not agree with gang culture at all. I'm 100% against that. But I know how to interact with my people, whether they're in gangs or not. You know what I mean? I know how to meet them wherever they at. You know, I don't never feel uncomfortable, no matter where my people at. If they're in gang infested Chicago or if they in Beverly Hills, I don't feel uncomfortable around my people in no setting. But I will say that gang culture in Chicago is not good. Not good. It's the worst. They like third, fourth generation at this point. It's a lot of uh just it's a whole lot in Chicago. It's a whole lot of culture from the gang culture that has like two, three it's just the worst thing imaginable. A lot of them young kids born into it. They don't know why they behave or why they gotta join a certain gang that they join, and it's just the craziest reality in the world that you can imagine, you know. But through the gangs in Chicago and the gangs in LA, you have some very highly intelligent people that come through those places. Everybody don't join them, you know what I'm saying? There's some very bright a whole lot of bright young kids that come from Chicago, from them gang infested areas. So it's not just the whole city isn't a part of the gang, you know. It's basically upbringing, just like with anything. You go back to the home, and it's a lot of great parents in Chicago as it is in any other city. Let's go back to this.
It's always somebody else's fault.
Let's listen to Hassan.
I don't even know where to start.
Break it down, bro.
With all of the insults that this colonizer threw out of his mouth, I don't even know where to start. But I do want y'all to understand that me being a content creator, I come across a lot of content from white content creators, and there's a narrative that's being pushed that's disturbing to me.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like that old school evil is rising. You know, that old school boogeyman?
Mm-hmm.
When they made movies like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and the things that they used to do to us. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. You know that Michael Myers, Jason, that back in the days, old school evil, well, it's arising again.
Mm-hmm.
And the narrative that's being pushed is that since we won't clean up our communities that they don't live in, they're going to come clean up and show us how to do it. And I ain't talking about just with Trump coming in with the military. No. These groups of colonizers, that old school evil, it's talking about coming into the black community and cleaning it up. Now, just some of the things that this colonizer just said out of his mouth that was disturbing to me. Like, for me, when I go out in the public to restaurants, I actually tip.
Me too.
When I see people entering the restaurant or leaving the restaurant, tip. And I get to the door, before they get to the door, I open the door, I hold the door, I say thank you, I say you're welcome.
Most of us do. A lot of most of us do.
I don't drive a Nissan. I drive a 2025.
I guarantee you, when Nick Fuentes and people like him encounter black people, nice black people in public, which I'm sure they do a lot, they try to ignore them. They try to act like they don't exist. They try to act like they didn't just open the door for them. They try to act like they wasn't being courteous. You know, they literally try to ignore us when we be nice to them. They only notice us when we, you know, cussing their ass out. You know, at the DMV, cussing their ass out. It's the only time they want to notice. Is people like Nick Fuentes, try to ignore the good in us as much as they can and want to act like we don't even exist when we being nice and courteous around them. I guarantee you, because I know for a fact there's more good in any so-called race than it is bad. But when you only point out the bad, there's something in you that's bad that you want to project onto a certain group of people to maybe deflect from that wickedness that's within you.
Mercedes-Benz and other cars. I'm sorry, I don't drive in the third or along the highway on the rail like this guy said. I don't do that because I don't want to get pulled over by the police. But what I will say to you is that all of us is not looking for handouts. I'm sorry.
We're not.
This is a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom.
We're not.
Upstairs, downstairs, outside an acre.
Right now, I'm in a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home. Right now, I'm in a nice house, beautiful. Multiple cars out in my garage, multiple cars outside. I got 2 foreign cars sitting out there right now. I worked hard for what I got. Yeah, most black people that I don't know, no bum ass black people. I only know successful black people. And I know a lot of black people. So I don't know where this guy get the whole fuck, but it's some fucked up people everywhere. Like I said, Chicago, it's easy to find them too. It's real easy to find them. But you got to really know somebody to, you really got to be tapped in to know the good. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm in Chicago, I see some good shit. I don't see bad shit when I'm in Chicago. It's some thriving, very successful people in Chicago that look just like me. Very successful, thriving, big, nice houses, nice cars. They are hardworking people. Yeah, so Chicago got a lot of success stories. But this Nick Fuentes probably only know the hood. But it's easy to find fucked up people. When I go to LA, it's easy to find bums everywhere. But I'll be in the hills with the very successful people when I'm in LA. But it's just the hood. And what's good is close by. Like, you can leave right outside of a real nice, great gated community in LA and end up seeing an encampment of bums 5 minutes away. Very common, just like Chicago, just like Detroit, just like every city in America. The hood is very close to where it's good at. It don't take long.
A whole acre of yard. Y'all painting a picture like black people are the epitome of poverty, and like some of us is not really doing good in life.
We're not
really good.
Epitome of that. Actually, where I'm from in Flint, only people I knew that was really fucked up was white people. I'm gonna take y'all there. I'm gonna take y'all to some neighborhoods where it's nothing but fucked up, dirty white people, poor white people. That's it. Like in my neighborhood, the good rich people, I mean, not necessarily rich, but the people that's doing good are black. The people that's doing real bad are white. I'm sorry. And I grew up with them. Every white person I knew growing up was poor, fucked up. Black people, our parents had the nice houses, nice cars. I come from that. I'm like 3rd generation good black shit, 4th, 5th generation. Actually, from on my mother's side, all my family always had land, property, homes. They built their own homes. My family built their own homes with their hands. Bought land way out where you might think the suburbs, the land that they got is way out. Yeah. So that's what I know in my family. My parents, they got 2 homes they bought. I got 2 homes. You know what I mean? Nothing but nice shit in my homes. None but nice leather furniture, nice as everything is nice, furnished, very nice. Yeah. My homes are very nice. Bunch of cars, nothing. That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I only know poor white people. Like the poor people I know are white or seen in my neighborhoods are white. It's sad. And I'm not pointing no finger at them because I know they're not the only white people. I know it's very successful. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? But this narrative that black people are just every black person fucked up is false. Majority of black people I know are doing very well for themselves. Let's finish this.
When I go outside, I'm in the South right now, and sometimes I like to drive from the South to New York to clear my mind. I don't always want to take a plane. And just like last night, for example, I wanted to get on the highway last night, and I thought to myself, it's late. You're going to have to stop to gas up, get beverages. And you know what it feels like when you get out to get gas and you go into one of them gas stations or them towns, them sundown towns, and you got there before the sun went down,
Dusty,
and you walk into those stores full of colonizers.
Yeah, dusty.
And you get that energy that lets you know you're not welcome.
Right.
And you can tell, see, because I'm a get busy nigga. I walk through neighborhoods where black people will air you out right then and there. And you like, when you go through them sundown towns,
it's a different type of energy.
you can tell that them people is different.
Wicked.
It ain't gonna be no bang out.
Right.
It might be a machete,
Might be
some rope,
yeah,
a tree,
yeah,
a
type
bonfire,
yeah, a whole
a picnic, barbecue.
ritual.
And guess who's the duck?
Yeah,
There's a big difference between us and y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my white people that rock with me. I know I rock with y'all.
Yeah, shout out to the ones that know where they come from, that they come from Africa originally.
Everything that y'all touch. Who destroyed the ocean? You. Who's destroying the earth? You.
Swear, man.
Who goes to every continent and colonizes it?
I swear.
And takes over their land? You.
Man.
Who was behind apartheid in Africa?
Man. You know,
who was King Leopold?
That was the Belgian king that killed all of those people in Africa, cut their arms and shit off, hands and feet. Yeah, but I was recently thinking, man, could white people be considered, the people that we consider white, the non-melanated, could they be considered an invasive species? You know, it's crazy. When I was watching this documentary last night about the DNA of like the migrational patterns of humans and how we are connected and how everybody came out of Africa. You know, the fact that the most diverse DNA is in Africa, they said that proves that Africa is the cradle of humanity. You know, no other race of people has the most extreme, you know, differences in DNA other than Africa. Everybody else pretty much got close DNA, and all of their DNA is connected to a certain group in Africa. So I thought about that. I'm like, damn, that's just factual, you know, factual shit. And then I just been thinking, could the white race be considered an invasive species, man? Because no matter what they have touched, they have destroyed. In Africa, that's not the case. We have not destroyed anything that we touched. We have touched every continent. We're, like I said, we are everybody. So all we have done is produce life. The exact opposite. We went to every continent. We turned into every whatever race that it is. We end up, basically evolving into different races, and we created life, created culture, created music, created trade with each other. But our brothers, our non-melanated brothers, man, have lost their way, have lost where they originally from. Just like everybody else, Asia included, they have forgotten where they come from. India, most everybody, except for when you look at the Aborigine people in Australia, you could kind of just look at them and tell them African people, right? And some of the same in them islands over there, you could just look at them. I don't think that they have lost where they have come from so much so, but a lot of the other so-called races that have claimed to religion and tried to recreate who they are and recreate where they came from through words and certain religious texts, those are the ones that have forgotten where they come from. And our white brothers and sisters seem to me, they could be classified as an invasive species. That's just some food for thought. That's just some stuff I've been thinking about. Like, man, because to damn near destroy everything that you touch, that's an invasive species. That's something that's detrimental to the world.
The first, the second, the third. Within the three of them, they colonized the earth and turned the TV off, rocked the snot box of over 100 million people. What color was Hitler? We can keep doing this on and on and on and on and on. The truth of the matter is, right now, all over the world, who took out Gaddafi? Why we don't have Saddam Hussein anymore? What did he do? Y'all got a history of going places and cleaning up their areas. And then cleaning out their treasures. Stealing stargates. Stealing gold. Stealing oil. It's bananas how black people have all types of dope, coke in our communities. But that doesn't grow in America. It grows over there in Afghanistan. And we don't have planes and boats to get that in the country. But there was a time that there was a war on drugs that was declared on America in a black community. And the CIA and FBI supplied the drugs, and Reagan supplied the war on drugs. Y'all crippled us. And every time we try to elevate in life, y'all cripple us and then try to paint a picture of an evil narrative of a people that just...
Yep. We had a lot of upward mobility posts. Look, like, comment, subscribe, man. Like, comment, subscribe. If you come in here, like this video, comment, and or subscribe. Do them all. So, yeah. Post the civil rights era, we had a lot of upward mobility in our community. A whole lot of it. That crack era, man, that almost broke our damn back. But you had parents like my parents and a whole bunch of parents like my parents across this country that didn't touch that shit and kept on keeping on and raised their babies to be strong black people that did not play in the drug game, did not sell drugs. I've never sold no drugs in my life. And I know a whole bunch of my people that refused to touch it because we knew what it was. We knew it was the most wickedest thing ever. So, we recovering. We still recovering. Just like the opioid thing, like that's going to take a long time to recover. But we're the first to experience that. Only in our case, well, in both cases, the government is to blame. The pharmaceutical companies that ended up pretty much buying the government, they created the opioid crisis. The government was definitely involved, just like Hassan said. The government was definitely involved in infiltrating our community with drugs, knowing that we had upward mobility. We were doing way better on paper and in practice before the generation civil rights era. So yeah, the government is definitely at fault.
Just want to be left alone. Imagine that. Imagine a world without colonizers colonizing us, holding us back, putting gatekeepers in position so that if we want to succeed in life, we have to commit every crime that goes against the Bible and the Holy Quran. If we want to succeed in life, there is a gatekeeper, the door. You know, the Nori's door? That one down there, it might be some sacrifice. You know, like Jennifer Hudson and her family. That one over there, it might be some P. Diddy Africa Bambaataa nonsense going on. Where your rectum is stretched out. And then y'all have the audacity. After somebody go through your door, give them 15 minutes of fame. We're going to give you the whole limelight for 15 minutes to snatch it away. You got dudes walking around here more popular than they pockets. I'm not going to allow this narrative that's being painted of my people. I'm very hard on my people. Very critical on my people. But when you put our back against the wall, I'm going to stand with my people. Believe that.
Real talk.
To my people, it's time for us to get it together.
Yeah.
It's time for us to stop celebrating evil.
It is.
It's time for us to not be the face of ignorance.
I swear.
Because what we call culture and what is popular with us, from the TV series, all the 50 Cent Raising Kanan with the kid.
I do not celebrate none of this so-called black culture. I don't celebrate none of it. We are more than black. We are more than black. We are spiritual. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience. Spiritual beings having a physical experience. That's all we are. If you understand that, then you know what I'm talking about. You understand that we are having a spiritual experience in this life. We are spiritual, like we are spiritual, and it's just this physical that we can manifest through our spirit. We can manifest a physical thing from our spirit, our vision, our belief, our faith. We can literally manifest. We can speak it into existence with our words. We can speak life, literally. That's the culture I'm tapped into. I'm not tapped into none of the so-called, all this so-called black shit. Most of it, I don't even understand it. I don't even want to understand. I'm scared of it, to be honest with you, because I know it's a bunch of, like what Hassan was saying, it's a bunch of other wicked spirits attached to a lot of what a lot of people celebrate within our so-called black community.
It's just killing the parents. That has to stop. And shout out to 50. I love 50. I love what he's doing. But it's time for us to paint different pictures. We just seen all these pictures of ignorance.
Right.
Now it's time for us to rise up and elevate physically, spiritually, financially. Health-wise, we failing. I love all you people out there that love me. But I don't love you if you don't love me. I only rock with those that rock with me. And if it can't be peace, then it must be pieces, my nigga. There's an old school evil that's waking up all over America. Black people, unite. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. Pay attention to your surroundings. And if you just so happen to be riding through certain areas and you get pulled over, make sure you pull over somewhere where there's cameras. Make sure you turn your phone on and go live so your people can see who's pulling you over. Because I'm going to tell you something. I have a theory, and I've been had a theory. When you find all these cases of young brothers ended up in trees, dangling,
Mm-hmm.
and it's always being said that it's self-inflicted,
Right.
they're being pulled over by police,
Yep.
the colonizer.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these people are thinking that they're just going to go to the precinct and clear the warrant up. You know, I ain't do nothing wrong. I'll just go in there real quick and come out. Once some handcuffs is placed on you, it's over.
That's exactly what's going on.
That's how niggas is ending up on them, in them trees.
Police.
Live life. Live life as if you're on the run and stay dangerous at the same time. I'm out.
Oh man. Powerful, man. Yeah. Like I was saying though, man, this whole life, if you in tune with it, we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. And it's sad that, you know, we all are spiritual beings. Every single last one of us humans are spiritual beings. But it's sad that a lot of us only believe in what we can see with our eyes. We don't understand that real being is within. And you have to project that. Project from within, project to the outside world. Not looking at the outside world and projecting that within. It's a lot of y'all doing the opposite of what y'all was put here to do. Y'all believe in everything you see and then feed that to your spirit instead of believing in something within and feeding that to the world. That's how we really supposed to be. All of us, we have that ability. But this white supremacy shit has infected not only white people, it has infected the same people that it's been inflicted on, which is black people. Black people have white supremacy in them. Not only through their DNA, which, like I said earlier, a lot of us got white, racist, rapist bloodline, but the ideology. A lot of black people share the same ideology that Nick Fuentes shared. A lot of black people hate themselves. And those are the black people that Nick knows. Nick knows the black people that hate themselves. He don't know the ones of us that are in tune with ourselves and know how to manifest life just with our thoughts. That's why I say we God, because God created this whole reality we in with a thought. It all appeared instantaneous with a thought. Boom, we appeared. And we have that same ability. So yeah, man, I'm out, man. I just wanted to share that video. I'll be back with more. 1.